Hello there, today I'll be showcasing my systems level. Brilliant. So I think we'll go from left all the way to right, so we'll start at our pickups. Now I did create a numerous amount of pickups which I'll demonstrate each and show you all the blueprinting and components behind it. So we'll start with base health. Now base health is a simple, as you like, caster character moment. Getting all this, health updated, print string, destroy actor. Now, the only thing I didn't structure was the health, because there were so many things to do, and considering it was week 8 that was introduced, I already had so much relying on health, it was really complicated to implement. But this works just exactly how you'd expect it. For the character, there we go. So obviously a base health pickup. It will cast to firstly the player information, which the current health is set at, and then it will. So you have the health bar here, which I'll display in a second. A health initialization, which actually is used for all of it, so it's not really health initialization anymore. Yeah. Where is it? Probably been health bar, right? Yep. Event any damage, meaning when you receive or lose health, it will update the value by getting the base data from the break player. Okay, yeah, so I did use a structure for it, my mistake. Getting current health, minusing it off that, and then setting it to that. That is all obviously all used with event dispatches in mind. I have a numerous amount here: health, coins, death, lives, kills. Open the kill door and open the coin door. I'll explain why I put those into dispatches a little bit later. But yeah, we'll just play from here, or I guess not. I get a lovely look at my character, which I'll showcase in a bit more detail in a bit. So we'll just do this. Oh no, lost health. Bam. Pickup. Brilliant. Next pickup we have on the right here is base life. Now this will give us an extra life for the player. Probably should show you the pickup first. Brilliant. Yeah. When overlapping, adds 1 total life, and that calls a dispatcher, which is in the character, and then it destroys the entire thing. This part isn't being used right now. Silly me. Right, and that is functioned over here. Then add lives plus using the break data, which is originally set to 3 lives. So, and then adds 1 into there and sets the total lives, and then calls the event dispatcher. Brilliant. And it might be also useful to show you the player death as well, which is here, showing that if you have 0 total lives, then it will kill you. Perfect. Here we have an example of a base pickup, which is currently set to coins. Simple as you like. Has the pickup effect, so this is the base pickup. Pickup effect is, and then once you overlap, it calls the pickup effect, which is in base pickup, and destroys actor. So it calls this, and then adds coins, which is another event dispatcher. A lot of it is event dispatcher related. Let's just play from. No, okay. Cool. I'll just quickly demonstrate the life counter as well. Bam. Updates 1, and there we go. That gives you a coin. Brilliant. Now we've got 2 quite unique little pickups I created here. I honestly created these just for a bit of fun. My idea was quite inspired by Mario Odyssey and Mario Bros. Wonder, in which case one little thing could change up the entire gimmick. So for instance, this slows down absolutely everything, and it spawns a post-process volume in. Meanwhile, this one makes everything really fast. Yeah, it's not too much, but it's a nice little sort of fun thing to mess around with. Cool, we have an inventory pickup. Now this will add stuff to inventory, which is all set up in the character with demo components. Obviously, once you overlap the sphere, it goes ahead and implements the interface, pickup effect, destroy actor, lots. What we've seen with the previous ones, but now casting to an inventory system, which I didn't really think it was too useful to set picking up health or kills to an inventory system, so I just did coins. But yeah. Right, next up, trigger turret. Simple as you like. I decided to mesh it after a cannon, and I created a custom projectile, which you can see firing here, which actually does some damage. Obviously, interact with that. Cool. Stopped. Go. You'd also be able to link that up to the switch/lever I've made over there. Perfect. That's just the damage actor that you saw over there before. And now we get into the AI. Now the AI that I created is a zombie, which I imported over from Mixamo, the mesh that is. Created a new animation blueprint for him. Gave him his own health system. It has a... I'll just show you it actually. It has a health system as I made. It can apply damage. You've got a box overlap, which if it overlaps within this box here, it will trigger an attack animation, which is quite nice, and I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, mesh is pretty nice. And this is all stored within the we got the animation blueprint here. We've got the another one I was trying to create, which is just another version of this, which I didn't end up going ahead with. Should be in controller. Yeah, there we are. We've got a behavior tree, which triggers him to just randomly walk within a 500 radius, except radius of 5, and just waits 2 seconds. Obviously, it's spawned in a nav mesh, which you can see glowing up green here. I keep it on because I quite like how it looks. We've got a move to, which is quite nice. Quite simple. AI, run behavior tree, usual. And then I will show you his... I believe it's in here. Yes, it is. Update is valid. Zombie movement, velocity, and attacked. Now I named it attacked. I don't know why, just did. But that is basically saying, is he attacking? If so, do this. Cool. So it toggles between idle, run. So when it randomly decides to walk, it'll go into this, come back into this, and then when it decides to attack, which is all by Boolean, which is quite nifty, it will play an attack animation, which I will show you now. Yep, and that'll do about 50%. Now obviously he does have a health system, so if I were to switch to my little attack mode here, bam, brilliant. And that also toggles the kill counter, which is on the left there. Quite lovely. I'll show you more of the character later. Right here we have the progress manager. I really should have comment boxed this, I apologise profusely. Set up player, get respawn location. This is mostly for the checkpoint system, which I'm about to go on to anyway, so it's quite helpful me showing you this. In progress point, should you decide to switch it, it'll toggle what it'll do, either end level or reach checkpoints. Checkpoint reached, it'll append a little string, which obviously wouldn't be visible in a packaged game, so you'd probably need another way of displaying that, but works. Save data, end level reached, set up instance, save data, player def. That's this is one of the places where the lives are stored as well, and then setting up the player and binding to edef, which is another little event dispatcher. Brilliant. Moving on to the key. If you look over here, we have a door, one key. Wow, magic. Yep, this is set up with the base pickup, which I don't think I showed the base pickup itself. I did show the base pickup itself. I am completely off it. Cool, key collected, and then that's a child of the actual door, because the actual door is here. Cool, begin play, initialize link keys. Link keys are obviously actors of base key, which is the pickup, and then if it picks one up, it will create event, activate door, open door, which is a custom event, and that plays a timeline which actually opens the door itself. It's quite nice. Yeah, simple as. Next I'll show you just, well, bam, there you are, just poking base switch. Probably should have bound that to button rather than mouse click, but I found mouse click to be more convenient for it. Cool, brilliant. Checkpoint system, I showed you a little bit of that before, but you got that's just the base checkpoint there. You got an end level and a checkpoint here. Both function the same, except the progress type was changed. So if I were to just, I probably should have. Hey, zombie man, tell me real quick. Thank you. Boom. Checkpoint. Yeah. I'll just go into the blueprints for that real quick. It wouldn't be in there, it wouldn't be because it's in this one. So we go, begin overlap, progress events. Progress event, cool progress reached, disable points, point reached, a little bit of what I showed you above. This is the only thing I really struggled on with making these. It's that obviously a lot of the blueprints weren't marked, so you'd just be bouncing back and forth between two different ones. Get the location of the mesh and then save data. Coolio, we have our lovely little door systems. The doors work so when you get X amount of coins or kills, it will open the door. So obviously if you were to spawn 3 zombies in and then just go ahead and do that, you could, but obviously I have debug keys marked, so got 3 coins. Cool. That's health, and then there we go. These were set up via event dispatcher actually, rather than the way that the other ones were set up. So event begin play, cast a character, get player character, bind event to open door, which is a event dispatcher inside the character, which triggers a custom event, unlock, open door, same as you saw before. And then linked keys is just off here, not really using it. Probably should delete that. And then you'll see basically the same thing here. They were quite easy to implement. Right, so we'll talk about the UI. Yes, got 3 different UIs on the left here. Kills, health, coins, as you've obviously seen. Just do that, whatever. One. Brilliant. Look, as seen, that takes you a life away. That's 0-0, I presume, so that's probably why my character spawned there. I've got like a whole section over here. Simple as, when reaching health 0, your player would die. Now, because my character actually features 2 different modes, I've actually put the controls for which on the screen there. So you've got crouch there, and you've got space jump. Crouching obviously looks like this. He has his own separate walk. Come out of crouch, there's a whole separate animation, so it's one animation going in, and then the crouch itself, and then a crouch walk, and then a coming out of crouch into there. If you were to be walking and then go to crouch, just smooth transition quite like that. It's quite nice. There we go. Cool. Now you might be wondering why I've got mobile mode on there. It's because my character actually has two modes. It's got a mobile mode, which is a more like, it's a more movement / travel kind of based system rather than attack mode. Now obviously in this you can't jump, can't crouch, but if you were to try to attack in the mobile mode, you wouldn't be able to because you're not in attack mode. Now as I demonstrated earlier, this will spawn a ray trace sphere collision. Anything inside it will receive 50 damage. It's quite nice. I decided to base my little game mode here off of Mario Odyssey to an extent, in the sense that while changing modes can restrict you in one sense, it can benefit you in another. So I do intend, or would intend, for a game loop based on this project to involve the character having to switch to maneuver mode to try and collect coins, and then to switch to attack mode to try and get kills, both of which could open doors. Obviously the jump won't be like this in the final game. I just find it quite funny. Yeah, there's a jump animation. Brilliant. I'll go head into the character and show you how I set this one up. Cool. So the attack mode is set up here. So bring your left control, you've got a flip flop, and then it will actually change the skeletal mesh, because it's not the same skeletal mesh, it's actually two, each with their own animation blueprint and all that. So once in attack mode, it'll set your max jump count to 0, and that will also trigger off a thing saying, hey, can't. Update moves is linked to the UI, which I'll show you after I've covered the character. Cool. Obviously when you're in mobile mode, the boolean here is set up within the, it's referenced in the animation blueprint, and is what tells you if you can attack or not. So obviously set attack mode, can't, but it can jump. So depending on how you approach the level, you could traverse it quite differently. Attack mode's used up here. F, attack mode, set attacking. Print string, not in attack mode if you're not. So I've used the booleans kind of like a as a failsafe, just to make sure you're not breaking anything. Attack, delay, set attacking, and the attack is here. Multi-capture or trace by channel. Arrow 1 is the character's forward vector, and then that's timesing by a little bit, just to get it in front of that a little bit as well, to make it more accurate to where a sword would actually swing. Break kick results, applying damage, get controller, and self. Cool. All the interacts, like forward, right, around, jump, and here's my little crouching as well. See, crouching. Alright, and that doesn't need anything on it, just needs to trigger it. Yep, interacts, which is what I was doing with my left mouse button. Also another multi-sphere trace for each loop. Does implement interface, branch, interact, play montage. Quite simplistic. Here's my add coins feature, which is linked to the UI and the counter. It gets all its data off the player data, set members in player data, break, cool, open coin door if need be. Add lives works exactly the same way, except there isn't a live door because you can't really put a door on that kind of thing. Demo components, add kills, works a little like this, but I believe I showed that. Cool door similar to coins. Cool, initializing the UI, again more into the UI after this. which is just creating it, setting it, add the viewport, initialize, update player information, debug stuff, which is POL if you need to use that at any point, troubleshoot gain health as well. Respawn is set through here, and it's also in the checkpoint. Death, when it calculates your total lives to be, if it can't subtract any more lives, that will call death. Setting up the game instance, which I can show you after I've showed the UI. Initializing the player, health initialization, all here, and then the health bar. The health bar is actually created within the character itself because it's not a physical UI, it is spatial. So as well as setting up the health system here, cool health updated, cast a health bar, set initializes it there. The health bar itself, you can't see it now, you can see it there, it's physically attached to the character. Something I'm quite fond of, and within the genre that I'm trying to create, it's quite popular to do that. Brilliant. I believe I've covered everything somewhat in the character here. I can quickly show you the character animation before I go into UI. Cool. This is triggered here. Velocity is in air. Is crouching. This is quite important for this one, but I'll show you the other side of it after. Yep, so this is within the character. Yeah, this is within the animation graph here. So, idle, standing to crouch, crouched, up into walking, or down to that. If you were to go from crouch idle to crouch standing to idle. So it effectively go down, go up. If you're walking, you just kind of do it. You kind of do it instantly, which kind of makes sense because all you're doing is just ducking. Cool. I said I wanted to go show you this. Cool. Attack mode's got a completely different. And I should state, I might have showed this one already. Yeah, I did. Brilliant. Oh, everything's opened, it's awful. Right. UI, that was it. Cool. Once UI, I've got my free counters here. The main UI is here, and everything is initialized through this. So initialize coins, initialize lives, initialize moves, and initialize kill count. And that's also initialized down here, as everything kind of needs to reference it, because you need to get a reference from the player to the UI to animation as well. Close look at the health bar here. That's all binded, health updated, set percent. Kind of what you would do with a normal one. And here is my coin one. Add coins, set coins, call it, initialize, bind, update the coin values, update text. Simple as you like. And progress manager showed inputs. Just got interface moment there. Everything's open at the top. Default context, which stores all of these and puts it in one quite easy to find location. Just went into here. Controllers, gone through all of these. Gone through the enemy pickups. I've got stats, got the gameplay mode itself, and structures there. Got the base instance, which is initializing player ref, resort defaults, and updating player information, and checkpoint stuff there. And I believe that is about it. If you're still managing to watch, wow. But yeah, that is my entire systems project. Quite a long one to go through, but to be fair, I've actually enjoyed this one. So yeah, that's about it. I don't really know how to end a video like this, but just like